It doesn't take a genius to write a story. But it does take perseverance. Hi, I'm J.W. Orchard. I'm an independent author, and I'm here to show you the journey of what it's like to be an independent author. I'm also the author of the Proactive series, which we will talk about later, and the Out of Purgatory series and the Oceans of Fire series. What? You haven't heard of them? That's okay. Because, like a lot of indie authors, right, I'm trying to make my way, and I'm going to give you my journey of where I started and why I started writing. Remember this for those of you that are nervous and don't know what to do. Where the Crawdad sings, that woman was 81 years old or 80 years old when she wrote that. So keep that in mind, right? The biggest thing is trying to get the story from your head to the page. Well, how do I do that? Is there like this great room where we just go to some castle somewhere and immediately sit down at this long table and we all write stuff and it comes out great? And then there's a big choreographed. No, it's not like that. It's sitting around in a room with anguish and doubt. Am I good enough? Can I do this? Worrying about that maybe no one will read it or that someone will read it. Either way, it's called the demon of doubt. Chris Fielden says that, and I think it's a great line. He's an author and a publisher, and we'll talk about him in another episode. But we've got to start someplace. Just like these videos, this is the introduction. As we go along, hopefully we'll improve with maybe better cameras and lighting, and who knows. But like everything like writing, I had to kind of figure it out on my own. And so the next question is, where are we going to go? Well, we're going to talk about my journey. We're going to talk about what it's like for me to be an indie author. I'm going to tell you the people I've made contact with. I'm going to try to direct you in some of the things I've done. What? 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 Help you out? Of course I'm going to help you out because people help me out. It's not really a secret, but it does take determination. So here is today's tip of the day. Believe in yourself. Learn your craft and believe in yourself. You don't have to be, J.R.R. Tolkien or Stephen King or whoever. And we'll talk about all those people, right? All of those people, well, maybe not Tolkien, but because he was a professor, but all of those people wrote and wrote and wrote and wrote and wrote and got rejected and got rejected and got rejected. And it's okay. It's fine. Because think about it. If you got accepted the first time, would you ever improve? No. And not everyone you're going to pitch to and everyone is going to like what you like. But remember, other people do like what you like. That's why you have friends. Yes. So if you figure that 1% of the population on the earth likes what you like, that's like, okay, so this is not a math problem for me, but maybe it is. That's like 80 million people. All right. I'm just happy I have 8 people that like my stuff. I'm just happy I have 1 people that like my stuff. 1 people? Okay, whatever. All right. But that's the thing. And the last thing we're going to talk about real quick is, why are you writing? Right. So Ray Bradbury wrote Fahrenheit 451, Martian Chronicles. You may have heard of him. Does some sci-fi stuff. Passed away. God rest his soul. All right. So you have 3 types of writers, right? You have those that think that they're Shakespeare, and please remember, there's only one Shakespeare. And no, we're not going to get into the conspiracy about who he was, but there's only one Shakespeare. Or 2, those are the people that think, I'm going to write this story, sell it off to Hollywood, and I'll make millions of dollars and be riding my yacht around the world for the rest of my life. That is the wrong reason to write. Write for yourself. Write the story that you want to read. Because remember back when I said, other people like what you like? That's exactly it. So if you like the story, other people will like the story. Try it out. It works. So, back to the Proactive Agent series, this book. If you want a free copy, there's a link below where you can get a free digital copy of the book. No joke, it's free. You can read it. You can tell me what you think about it. If you like it, give me a review on Goodreads, please. And if you don't, and you want to tell me it sucks, you're going to have to tell me why it sucks. That's all I ask. Because I can't improve if I don't know what I'm doing wrong. So to sum up today, tip of the day is believe in yourself. Write your story, the story that you want to read, and you'll be okay. We'll talk some more in another episode about how to learn how to write, or where did I go to learn to write, or who did I read, or what did I do. We'll all talk about that later. Right now, I thank you very much for watching this video so long. Please hit the share, like, and subscribe button. If you have a comment, put it below, and we will get to it. And keep it clean, folks, okay? If you've got a question that you want me to talk about in one of the episodes, please put it in there. Other than that, thank you very much for your time. And remember, don't forget to write.